You know, after 9 years of practicing very successfully as a chiropractor in Dallas, Texas, I get a phone call that tells me that the Board of Trustees of Parker University would like for me to be their next president. I want you to know that for me, that was something that I didn't know if I could do. So I went ahead and did it. And even though I gotta be honest with you, I was saying to myself, maybe I'll do this for 6 months or a year, because I always have my practice to be able to rely on. I knew that my practice was giving me a lot more money than the school can afford. I knew that my practice was my foundation for the future. That's my equity for everything I'm building. So I want you to know that in that moment, I learned something very special. Hi, this is Dr. Fab Mancini, and welcome to the Dr. Fab Show. And this episode is about a word that many of us don't use, but it's one of my favorite words in the world, and that is conviction. Conviction. You see, what happened is I started at Parker, and after 6 months, my accountant called me and said, Fab, when are you thinking of going back to the practice? You haven't been in the practice one time in 6 months. And I said, I don't know, I just feel like I need to be here. Well, guess what I did that next day? After a lot of prayer and a lot of thinking, I went ahead and decided to sell my practice so I can actually be in a state of conviction in my new role as president of Parker University. The school was going through a lot of difficult times, and I knew that if I was going to be successful, I had to be committed. I had to be committed with conviction. And conviction is when you give yourself everything that you can possibly give. And I'm going to give you my 3 secrets on how to have conviction in your life. The first thing is that know without a doubt that you were born to do this. What steams or what propels conviction out of you is the fact that there's no guessing game in your mind. There is no second guessing. There is no doubt. There is no uncertainty. Know that whatever you're convicted to, you are going to be the person exactly that was born to do this. That you were actually designed to be able to do that in a way that nobody's ever done before. You see, when you think like that, conviction just shows up. The second thing that I can tell you that allows me to have conviction in my life is that I interviewed 3 people that have been successful at doing what it is that I'm being convicted to do, and I know that I can do this. You see, after I interview people, I learn from them. But then I realized that I can't do it just like them, so I put myself in the mix, and I realized that if they could do it, I could do it. So many times that I interview people that people say, oh, Fab, you're not going to be able to accomplish that. I interview people that have accomplished it very successfully, and they tell me that they were in worse positions than the one that I'm in. Who is to say to anyone else out there that you can't come do something? Only if you believe it, it will be so. So I want to make sure that at least you follow that recommendation and interview 3 people that have been convicted to what they did, so you can learn what they did and follow it, mentor it, model it. The last thing is that I want to select something that is bigger than you. You see, I find in my life when conviction really shows up is when I'm working towards a cause that is not easy, when I'm working towards a cause that is painful, when I'm working towards a cause that is keeping me late at night, when I'm working towards a cause where it's going to have an impact on people's lives like nothing else that I have done. Conviction comes when you're working for a purpose bigger than you. So find what that is for yourself, and I promise you that conviction is going to show up. If you live a life of conviction, I promise you, you're going to be able to accomplish more than you've ever dreamed of, because conviction is a critical component of success. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I can't wait to see you on the next one. Hi, this is Dr. Fab Mancini, and we're having so much fun right now, and I know you like to have fun, and I love to have fun. I want you to click right here right now, and I want you to go and look at some of our other videos that we have. Also, I want you to click right here and share. Share this information, this episode, with as many people as you can in your life. And lastly, I want you to click right here and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So every single week, you get an announcement that you have another video like this waiting for you to help you live the life that you deserve. I'll see you soon.